You know my next guest from her Emmy-nominated work on Stranger Things. Now you can see her starring in the new movie Enola Holmes, which is available on Netflix now. Here's Millie Bobby Brown. Millie, thank you so much for coming back on the show, and thank you for doing the first lip sync battle over Zoom. And congratulations on the win and everything.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I really worked hard on that. Do you understand? 3 days I was sitting there thinking, what should I do for these songs? and this is what I came up with.
You crushed it. Hey, I saw this tweet last night. Does this mean what I think it means? Is season 4 of Stranger Things in production?
I mean, I guess that's what they're trying to say. I just can't wait. I can't wait to get back to work. I've missed playing 11 so much, and to think it's been quite a while since I just been on set with my friends again.
Yeah.
And just playing 11, she's always such a challenge to play, and I just miss work, to be honest with you.
I heard that, I don't know if this is true, but before you got the role in Stranger Things as 11, you were about to quit acting?
I think I was just very disheartened by the rejection, which is something that I tell everyone is like, this industry is it's just full of rejection 24/7.
It really is.
Yeah, I feel like you do get far more. I mean, you get no's, a lot of no's before you get a yes. And I was auditioning for commercials, for anything really. I then auditioned for Game of Thrones and I got a no for that. And then that's kind of when I was like, oh, this is really difficult. And I guess I really wanted that role. So one of my last kind of goes at this was this Netflix show called Montauk. And I auditioned, and then like 2 months later, they got back to us and was like, hey, like we'd love to Skype with you. And then I Skyped with them, and the rest is history, of course. We then named the show Stranger Things, and that's blah blah blah. But Montauk was definitely the one that kind of gave me that hope of doing it all again.
And now look at you, you're starring in a new film for Netflix called Enola Holmes, which I loved, by the way. It is fantastic. My girls are going to love it. I'm going to show it to them this weekend. It's getting crazy great reviews, 92% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. It's reached #1 in most countries. It's so charming. I loved it. I can't even tell you. Henry Cavill.
I love this. This is so awesome.
I want to go on and on. Henry Cavill's fantastic in it. Helena Bonham Carter. I mean, how great her acting. She does like 25 faces in one face for everything.
It's amazing. Just to say I've worked with her is just an absolute honor. And she is, I think one of the best female actors in the whole entire world. And just to have her play my mother was just an honor. And then we have Sam Claflin and Henry Cavill, which was just amazing. I think we had such an amazing lineup of cast
Everyone knocked it out of the park on this one. I got to say, it was great. And you were a producer on this? How was that experience? How'd you get to be a producer?
Yeah, well, the idea really came to my family and I when my older sister Paige read the book series. And after kind of feeling so immersed by the story and Enola, we wanted to bring this to, screens for people to see visually.
Yeah.
So my dad, with our production company, PCMA Productions, we found a studio, we found a writer, we found a director, and we just pushed for this film to be made. I think for me, I was on this journey, in the production side. So it only felt right for me to produce and to be able to kind of be not only on screen, but off of camera. And just to have an opportunity like that was amazing for, young filmmakers like, me who I do want to make films. And I've always been really into that, as well as being on screen.
Yeah.
So having the opportunity was awesome.
You get to learn so much. I mean, but also, I love hearing you having an English accent in a movie, because you're so good at doing American that I'm like, oh, she gets to do that. Was it easier?
No, because I like to just go straight into my American accent and I can just be like, hi, like, my name is Millie Bobby Brown. And then when I had to focus on doing an English accent, I was like, because I had to say advertisements, right? So I usually say advertisements, but in England you say advertisements.
Advertisements, yeah.
For instance, you know, here you say privacy, in England you say privacy. So those types of things, I grew up in America. So this is like, I'm very much used to that. And doing an American accent's a lot easier than doing an English, I think.
How do you say controversy?
Controversy. You say controversy, I say controversy, but my sister in every meeting, she's like, well, that's, you know, controversy. And I'm like, hey, no.
I love that. You crushed it. And honestly, the fight scenes were great. There wasn't 1 second I would be like, that was it. Everything was phenomenal. I loved it. Congrats. I think you have a franchise on your hands, buddy. It was just awesome.
Let's ask Netflix, please.
Oh, don't even have to ask. They're going to be begging. Are you kidding me? Enola Holmes. Oh, it's so good. I want to show a clip. Here's Millie Bobby Brown in Enola Holmes. Take a look. My thanks to Millie Bobby Brown. Enola Holmes is available now on Netflix. When we come back, BTS is closing out an incredible week of performances. Stick around. Thank you, Millie.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on.